As rains pound the country, it is a gift of nature to Awiel surviving hippos that were threatened by drought in the last month. After months of surviving on feeds from those who care, the two hippos are now able to find food on their own as the grass regains its territory. The two hippos that lived around the locals in Awiel for the past 4 years survived starving to death with the help of the sons and daughters of Awiel. One was lost to prolonged drought, but the remaining two are now safe from what was the biggest fear to the use of concern that embarked on manual feeding of the remaining two. As they watched the hippos graze, they applaud the diaspora's support that kept these two hippos walking today.
I thank God and we thank the community that have contributed money so that we could be able to buy the grasses, we could be able to buy the residue, we could be able to buy other supplementary feeding emergencies. Some of our friends, some of the community members from Australia, some of community members from Juba and in Awiel here that have contributed their money to help these hippos that are stagnant in the water in the month that has gone.
Although these two are still alive, the memory of the lost one still haunts the residents. Its carcass still reminds of the struggles that was endured to save the other two. The danger could be far now, but there is still a need for the concerned Ministry of Wildlife and Tourism to take charge in protecting South Sudan wildlife. Since the death of one hippo from this lagoon, South Sudan Ministry of Wildlife has never considered a site visit to assess the situation.
Before we reach this extent, or before the youth took initiative to collect money, there were one has died before, and then we, the youth of Awiel and others in the diaspora, also contributed the money to save the life of the hippos in this one. But now,
Ministry of Wildlife, that the responsibility of these animals is actually entire responsibility of wildlife, and we are actually asking your cooperation that you can actually continue to supervise these hippopotamus where they are here in the port together with the youth and intellectuals that have came up with the idea of mobilizing resources during the dry season until they are now survived. They are now alive, and it is because of that collective responsibility.
South Sudan bestowed with adorable fauna and flora, the importance of this gift has not been cultivated in the country, as neighboring countries like Kenya and Tanzania harvest over 60% of its total GDP from tourism. South Sudan, with the dream of increasing its non-oil revenue collection, has a lot of potential sectors like tourism, vandalized by poachers and negligence from the concerned authorities. James Arusi, SSBC.